Hello there, I'm Karen from karenturpin.com, and today I'm going to be talking to you if you are a female entrepreneur or business owner, or even a spiritual woman who is taking her services out into the world, maybe doesn't consider herself an entrepreneur but is one actually. So are you frustrated that you're not there yet? There meaning the success that you are aiming for. Do you compare yourself to other people that are doing something similar to you? And do you think that you should be where they are? Or do you think that they're earning so much more than you, they're more successful than you? And do you feel that level of frustration that you're not there yet? Well, it's hard not to compare ourselves to other people that are doing a similar thing. But really, it's a crappy energy for us to be holding in our body. So if you're into things like the law of attraction, that comparisonitis is, as I say, it's a really crappy energy, and it's not going to be helping us. It's going to hold us in a low vibration, not really where we want to be attracting more clients, more wealth, abundance, or even joy into our life. So just checking my notes here so that I don't forget to say something important. What can we do about that? Well, we can take massive action steps. I talked about that in a video last week. It's all over the internet. Marketers like it, but for myself personally, for my clients, that's never worked. Never worked well for us. I've found that when we really, do the massive action steps, that push, it knocks us out of balance. We need a balance of masculine and feminine. I found that it knocks us into what I call the distorted masculine energy. That's kind of the domain of burnout, overwhelm, that kind of thing. Not necessarily where we want to be. Definitely not balanced masculine and feminine for the perfect alignment that we're aiming for. Now, I know you want to succeed, but there are many reasons why you're not there yet. You're not going to want to hear this, but if you're not there yet, it's because you're not meant to be there yet. There are things that you need to learn along the way. You need to grow along the way. There's very much a thing about energetic boundaries that we need to learn. Our upper limit of what we feel that we can achieve or earn. There's a great book actually called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Talks all about upper limiting. Really, really great book. So have a look at that. If you feel that there's, you're at a glass ceiling and you just can't push through, that book might help you. So have a look at that. As I say, if you were meant to be there yet, you would already be there. There's things that you need to learn before you can get to that level. You're not there yet, perhaps, because you're still holding some limiting beliefs about yourself, about what you feel worthy of, about, whether that level of success is available to you or not. And maybe your fear of success is actually greater than your fear of failure or your fear of staying the same. Because without doubt, in order to have this massive success that you want, you've got to change, and that change needs to occur on the inside. So if you don't do this work of changing yourself, clearing your limiting beliefs and your money blocks, that's going to stay with you. So, even if you think, oh, this isn't the right business, maybe I should try this, those blocks and limiting beliefs that are inside of you will always be there on the next one and the next one and the next one, through life as well, not just about business. So we can feel scared about this change, but what we really need to do is identify what the fear is really about so that we can clear it, change it, and open up your path to abundance and flow. So instead of seeing where you are not, what about if you focus on where you are right now? So I'm presuming that you have an idea for business. That actually is a mini success, because you'd be surprised how many women come to me and say, well, I want to do something, but I don't know what. So if you found what feels to be your purpose and you're already on that path, that is a success. Please acknowledge that to yourself. And what else have you done? You know, do you show up on social media? Have you built a website? Do you have the training and certification that you need for, you know, the path that you're on? Have you already helped clients? You know, what is your level of success at this point? Because all of those are successes. So write out a list of your achievements so you can see exactly how far you've already come that you may not have acknowledged. So write that list, have a look at how far along you really are, okay? And just celebrate yourself for that. Now, people often equate their level of success to the amount of money that they've earned. And for most entrepreneurs, I think this $100,000, the six figure, is kind of one of our first goals. Now, the thing is, $100,000, £100,000, there is a difference there. And as well, $100,000 when? In what? Is that $100,000 earnings? Or is it $100,000 profit, which is different? Is it $100,000 in a year? Is it $100,000 in a month or for a launch? So get really specific of what your level of success is and have a look back through your business and see what you've already earned to date. You might be pleasantly surprised to discover that you've already earned $100,000 overall over the life of your business. That may be 2 years, 5 years, 10 years maybe, but have a look and see your overall earnings for your business. It may surprise you. It may disappoint you as well. And what this exercise will show you is the things that you need to work on. And that is valuable lessons, right? So if you hate selling and marketing, if you hate putting yourself out there, realistically, how can you expect to earn a lot when you're hiding, when people don't know that you're there? One of the common mistakes, things that I see, and to be honest, I did it myself early on, so excited to get my website up and running because now I'm out there. It's almost like we expect that the whole world is waiting, you know, for Karen's website to be up so that they can rush in and buy something. In actual fact, nobody's waiting for my website. Nobody's waiting for your website. Maybe your granny and a few friends are really excited to see what you're doing. But the masses that are going to be your clients and the ones paying you money, they're not all on the edge of their seats waiting for your website to be ready. We kind of fool ourselves with that, and it's a bit disappointing. I'm sorry if I've burst your bubble, but it kind of takes a little bit more than that, right? So we need to be putting ourselves out there, selling, marketing, showing up, talking about how we can help people. And if you don't like doing that, then there's a block there. And what about, this is very common for spiritual people, healers, psychics, this kind of thing. We don't like to charge a lot of money for our services, even though we might be really, really good, really, really helpful, change lives and all of that. We don't like to charge for our services. Well, what's that about? That's something that needs to be corrected within you. There's got to be a value exchange, an energetic flow. Personally, I found over the years, as I've increased my fees, I get better clients. I'm sorry to say that. I don't want to offend anyone, but people are more invested in their growth. You know, if they're paying a little bit more, they kind of want their money's worth from it. And it allows you to step up as well. So it's a value exchange that just keeps, you know, increasing, and great value. Of course, I'm not in favour of fakes and scammers charging high prices for a load of rubbish. It's a whole other issue. We could talk about that on another video. But if what you offer is good and helpful to people, charge for it. If you can't charge for it, that's something to do probably with your self-worth, okay? These are the types of things that I address in my program, Abundant Woman Academy, of course, because it's all the things that I've been through. So I've learnt the hard way and I've learnt the lessons, okay? Now, what about if you don't want to put your work out there yet, or your website out there yet, because it's not perfect, it's not ready. You have to keep rewriting it, redesigning it, checking. My question to you is, when will it be perfect? When will it be ready? Will it ever be ready? Will you ever put this thing out there? Or will you be in this perpetual cycle of working on it? It's not quite ready, I need to change something, updating something. All of these, and many more, of course, are money blocks. As I say, unless you address these, unless you make those changes within you, they will follow you through life. Even if you're not in business anymore, those abundance blocks, as I call them, money blocks, will always be there, and it will always block your flow of energy and money coming in until you address them. So what I would like to encourage you to do, train yourself to notice when you're blocking abundance from coming in, when you're in perfectionism, when you're in, the imposter. Am I good enough? Do I know enough yet? This fear of putting yourself out there and being seen. All of these are the money blocks, the abundance blocks. So train yourself to see when they jump in and start to sabotage your progress or your success. And then when you've identified, I'm sabotaging myself, then you can look back in time. It usually stems from our childhood or early teen, mid-teen. Sometimes it's adult as well. But have a look back to when you first felt that way. So, okay, I want to put this new product out, this new program out. Oh God, I don't feel good enough. Okay, so then you trace back, when did you first start to feel that you weren't good enough? Have a look at the scene, what's happening around that time, and then decide for yourself. Because remember that your subconscious mind has created these, what we're now seeing as blocks, but they're safety mechanisms to keep you safe, okay? And when you were 5 or when you were 13, there may have been a valid reason. It may have been purposeful to keep you safe at that time. But as a 30, 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old woman, is it appropriate that you still believe that and still act in that way? So you might want to, in fact, I encourage you, of course, to revisit that, have a look at that and say, no, that's not me anymore. I'm not a child of 5. I don't need protection in that way. And instead, and then write a more empowering statement of belief over the top. Focus on that one constantly so that you begin to hardwire that one into your mind, thereby overriding the limiting belief that's holding you away from your success. I hope that makes sense to you. If you have any questions, if you need any help with any of it, reach out to me, because of course this is exactly what I do with my clients in private sessions and through my programs. So if you're feeling stuck and you want a next step or a hint, then DM me or email me, and you can find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Karen Turpin, Abundance Coach, and my website is karenturpin.com. Awesome. I hope that's helpful to you. Let me know how you get on. See you soon. Bye for now.